Hey, you guys, this is Jon McNaughton again at the Patriot Art Show, and today I'm going to do a sketch with my paper and my pencil of Steve Bannon. Okay, here we go. I'm doing a little bit of a time lapse, so it's about 3 times the normal speed using my trusty number 2 pencil. I like to start with the eye, the window to the soul. And in this case, we're doing Steve Bannon. And this guy, he loves his country, and he doesn't mince words. And because of that, there's a lot of people out there that do not like him, especially on the left. And recently, he was indicted by, I believe it was the House, the contempt of Congress, I believe it was, to a subpoena to talk about the conversations between him and President Trump, which of course that they claim executive privilege or privacy in that regard, and he wasn't willing to do that, so they made an example out of him, and he was indicted. And so, he's an interesting political figure. He was involved a lot in the campaign with President Trump, and he's very vocal. He has a radio program or a podcast, I think it is. He's very aggressive about his thoughts. He doesn't mince words, and has a lot of interesting ideas. So, I like to draw a lot of different personalities. I actually agree with a lot of things that Steve Bannon says, but like everybody, I don't agree with any person 100%, not even President Trump. But there's things that I admire about all these people worth sketching and putting them in my sketchbook. So Steve Bannon is one of these people. Um, and you can see how quickly the eyes and the nose come together. You see that? Yeah, it's fun. It takes me about 30 to 40 minutes, I think, usually to do one of these pictures. And I just relax and I just draw and try to capture the essence of that person, whoever they are. And usually I'll find as many different photographs of them as I can on the internet, and using that along with memory, if I have a feeling for how they're supposed to look. And some people I'm better at that. There's more to look at, more videos than others. But all of that together helps me to create a drawing or a painting that I believe captures the essence of that person. And usually the eyes and the mouth, the shape of the face, those are the forms that help me to know. You see, I'm using this crosshatch technique where it's almost like I'm using my pencil like a brush, where it goes different directions to capture the form. And that's what really helps to give the likeness of the person. Doing the ear here. So, once you learn these tricks, drawing's not too hard. It's kind of relaxing. But I've been doing it for almost 40 years, so I'm kind of good at it. I don't believe I'm the greatest at it in terms of drawing. There's others that are better craftsmen than me. I'm good. Uh, but the thing I am the best at is doing political conservative artwork. And I don't really have anybody that I am trying to catch up to in that regard. I do it my way. I paint the vision and the things that excite me, because my art reflects how conservatives feel at this time in our country's history. And, people respond to it differently. A lot of it depends on, your background. A good piece of artwork should be like a mirror to a person's soul. And so, in other words, when you see something, if you like it or you interpret it one way or another, you're really saying a lot about who you are as a person. So people that are liberal or leftists, they will absolutely detest my paintings. And those who think similarly to me, well, they'll probably like them. So here I am putting in the clothing on Steve Bannon and keeping it simple, getting good shapes. By now, my fingers are getting a little tired. That's what happens. And you can't see the hair. I'm working on the hair up there a little bit. But hopefully you can get a good idea for how I'm drawing in this time lapse. Sometimes I get a little cramp in my fingers, but that's all right. I can live with it. I got a little bit of arthritis from all my drawing and painting over the years. So 10 years from now, I may be painting with my teeth, whatever it takes. So I'm hoping and praying that Steve Bannon will be not have to be thrown in the slammer. I hope that he can get on with the good work he's doing. At this point in my sketchbook, I like to put a cool quote, something that the person said that really represents how they feel about what's going on in history. And I found this quote from Steve Bannon. You see, I cover his face so I don't smear anything with my hands. And it says that if you think the left are going to give you your country back without a fight, you are sadly mistaken. Every day, it is going to be a fight. And I just thought those were pretty strong words, and I agree with it. So I hope that you've enjoyed this new picture here. This is Jon McNaughton with the Patriot Art Show, and we'll talk to you soon.